Britain's greatest Olympian, Sir Steve Redgrave, has devoted his whole life to rowing.
Rowing has really given me the focus to really make something for myself.
Now, 5 gold medals later, Steve wants to give something back.
This is your chance to be a sporting star. Don't let me down.
He's aiming to take 8 Liverpool lads all the way to Henley Royal Regatta.
Most rowers are upper class, aren't they? And we're just the oldest scousers.
Get on with it!
If I could get 8 of these guys through to Henley, and if they could just win one race.
Will they make it to the World Cup of Rowing in just 7 months?
They may think they're tough, but believe me, it's going to be hell.
I really want to be in it.
Hold it up!
If I can do this, you know, it's what's stopping me from doing what I want to do in the future.
Do I think I'll make it? No way.
Got to get it through to them that they can do it and believe.
Liverpool, one of the toughest cities in Britain. With high crime rates and large-scale unemployment, there's plenty of unnurtured talent on the city streets. And Steve's found 40 lads with time to kill.
One door closes, losing one of my jobs, another one opened, and this seems to be it. I'm going to give it everything I've got.
It's challenging it, it's something different anyway, so.
It was like, if I don't take it, I'll kick myself in the teeth for the rest of my life. And if I do take it, I've got nothing to lose, so why not?
They all think they've got what it takes to get to the ultimate event in British rowing.
We've got 7 months of tough training, building up to Henley Royal Regatta. We're going to try and change you into young potential athletes. We're going to have to push you extremely hard. 7 months in our sport is not a lot of time. Everybody will get a fair chance. But remember, any decision that I will make will be final. And you all want to get to Henley, don't you?
Yeah!
To stand a chance of getting 8 top athletes out of these raw recruits, Steve's enlisted the help of rowing coaches Paul Turner and Paul Rafferty.
Well, they're not the usual group that show up at the beginning of each season. Although there's a lot of bravado going around, I think there's an awful lot of trepidation. They don't know whether they're going to be up to the challenge. I don't know if I'm going to be up to the challenge.
If we could get them to want to win, and then for them to go and qualify for Henley, and just be part of what Henley is, would be fantastic.
Paul and Raf have coached up to international standard.
A little bit of discipline right from the start.
But to start from scratch with a team of rowing virgins is one hell of a challenge.
I want to go in the front.
Go in the front.
This is where the chit-chat stops, OK?
Once you're in the boat, always hold your blade. Tuck it under your armpit. That's it.
Total commitment will be required from these young hopefuls.
Wrong way round. Josh, wrong way round.
And these next few weeks will sort out the men from the boys.
These are complete novices, never been out in the boat before. How are they going to be able to stay up to the fatigue of it all? The mental pressure.
I'll get in and they'll just start shaking.
The intensity of it. The hands are going to blister. They're going to find it very challenging indeed. But hopefully the good team that we've got around them is that we're going to help them through that. The focus and the desire and the team spirit is going to get them through.
I'm Nathan from Stockton. I'm single. Any nice looking girls out there, you know where to find me. The Roll Club.
Just relax. Pull down. Follow the man in front.
So the good side of it is that they're all coming back this way.
Sometimes sailing over them ways into walls and everything.
I can't row like that, I just can't do it. Just like Liverpool, just don't like it.
How many times have you been out, Nathan?
First time. Last time, you get me? When we were going at a certain speed, it's like you've got to keep it, like the rhythm, what you're doing it in the same, or it messes up, doesn't it?
You know that it's synchronised and you click on how fast the boat goes.
If you think that's synchronised, you've got a long way. You're going to get really excited.
When you get the rhythm and all that, it's good.
Mick's 22. He's just finished probation for driving without a licence. It's the perfect time for him to find a new focus.
And like, I wasn't expecting to get through because I was a heavy smoker at the time and things. And like when I was there, my number got called up, mate. It was just felt like I won the lottery sort of thing, you know what I mean? I haven't had like a lot of opportunities in life, like I've had a lot of jobs, like when I come out of school, I was always working and things like that. But like I could have done more when I was younger, know what I mean? But I haven't, so now I know that this is my sort of last chance.
For many of these lads, getting to Henley is clearly more than just a boat race. The ideal rower is a 6'4", long-limbed, muscle-toned athlete. Most of Steve's lads don't even have the basics.
Always vigilant. Whoa. Be careful.
But they're in for relentless training.
Keep it going, boys.
6 days a week, 8 hours a day.
OK, boys, can we just have you in a second? We just have you all in a sec, please.
Looking after their personal fitness is John O'Brien, whose first task is to change their lifestyle.
Some of them, it's a brand new world. And they really want to become professional rowers. A couple of them said, do you think I could make it? And I said, well, we've got the easy job, you've got the hard job. We will teach you, but you've got to do the hard work. You've got to change your lifestyle. We've got different types of people here. There's people who've never smoked, people who never drank, people who don't touch drugs, people who do touch drugs. Some people are snorting coke. What are you going to do if they say, OK, we've got a competition, 3 days running? Are you going to stop taking drugs?
Nah.
No, so you're not going to do it then, are you? If you do want to make it in this, you've got to cut it down. The ones that hurt the most are normally the hardest ones. Keep it going.
And if they don't think giving up the vices is a good idea, they soon will after John's finished with them.
Abs are very important, remember? Not just for showing off on the beach, but for strength, endurance. Keep it going. Work hard.
With daily sessions to improve fitness and stamina and endless training on the rowing machines,
When he was talking, keep going, come on.
it's a gruelling regime.
Really on the legs, good.
Got to help each other. Drive those legs down.
Everybody starts to hurt at this point. We hurt as much as anybody else, but we're tougher. Mentally, we can push through it. Relax, relax. Yeah.
Some of these lads think respect is about wearing the right tracksuit or looking cool on the street. Respect in rowing is about 100% commitment to what you're doing.
Be really disciplined of pulling hard and then slow. A bit more slower on the way forward.
As Steve suspected, some begin to flag within days. And by the start of week 2, they're dropping like flies.
I've done nothing like it ever. It's hurting. Getting up too early, it's tiring me out. Going home early, not having a social life, going to bed early, just doing me head in.
That's nice!
They're being pushed to the limit, and some just can't hack the pace.
Well done, Mick.
Brilliant, mate, brilliant.
I've come in thinking I can do it, and as you might be able to see, I can't.
So what's the doctor had to say?
Bronchitis or something. I'm not too sure what it is, you know.
You've got to take 2-3 days off completely.
Yeah.
Now that's tough.
If I go home and just sit there all day, and I come back, I'm not going to take longer getting back up to the level.
No, you won't.
No?
You won't. You'll catch up very quickly.
Sadly, Mick missed so much training, he felt he couldn't come back.
Khalid. No.
Attendance starts to fall dramatically.
No.
And there's no sympathy for those who fail to show up each day.
Well, where have you been?
Where I've been with my nan, mate. My nan just died. For my mum and that.
What about you?
I just feel sick.
What, today, generally?
Today, generally, yesterday, generally.
Hearts are not in it, is it? Now, if there's family issues, that's fair enough, but we need to know about it. It's give and take, not take all the time.
What are you trying to say? I'm a liar or something?
But every day when you are here, you're knocking on the door saying, oh, we haven't got this, we haven't got that. Just why don't you keep your mouth shut and just get out there and do what you're asked to do? I would love these guys to get through. I'd love all of them to be able to get through, but if they can't commit to the group, then they're better off walking away.
The group's now gone from 40 to 26 in just 3 weeks. At this rate, will there be enough to fill the 8-man boat? 5 weeks in, and there's just 22 lads left in Steve Redgrave's Liverpool rowing squad.
So the 8 from bow is Simon Cullen.
Rowing coach Paul is taking those that have stuck it out for their first trip in an 8-man boat.
Simon, Em and Luke. Which Luke? You. The ugly one.
In this project, you can't cut any corners. The mileage that you do on the rowing machines, on the water, the weights that you lift in the gym, the miles that you run on the roads, those are the only things that are going to get you to the ultimate goal.
Discipline and routine are essential in rowing, but Abraham struggles with both. Today he's running late. Again.
It's a really good opportunity for people, especially in our area where they haven't got that much of an opportunity. Like they don't come across things like these every day. So I just thought I'll just give it a go.
Abraham comes from Toxteth, and at 19 his life is drifting.
This is doing me perfect. It's keeping me busy. That's the good thing, because I'd have been like, I don't know, maybe I'd have been walking the streets, maybe I'd have been wasting my time, maybe I'd have been getting up to no good. Do I think I'll make it all the way? No way. No. Considering the size of the lads that are on it, I'm just one of the I'm one of like the smallest and weakest and all that. But I try, I'll be honest with you, I try. Just have to wait and see. Oh, we're late. No, I'm never late. It's them who are late.
He's taken well to rowing, but if he's going to reach the next stage of training, he needs to make a better impression on Steve and the coaches.
So what we're going to be developing next is trying to get all 8 moving together. If you can master that, so much faster the boat will go eventually.
This is the kind of boat 8 of them could be rowing at Henley Royal Regatta. They're all vying for a seat. And Taff's pretty sure he'll get one.
It's getting easier. We're getting better, all of us, so. I mean, some of the lads need to pull the finger out. Nathan, dig in today, son.
Well done for turning up anyway. You good, Abraham?
Nice one.
Steve and the team have got less than 6 months to turn these hopefuls into elite rowers.
You can get anybody fit in 6 months. Teaching them to row is a completely different thing.
Up until now, they've taken it in turns to row. But now Steve wants all 8 of them to synchronise, pulling their blades through the water at the same time. It takes a lot of practice.
Not looking for power.
Tall and
just
swinging.
Looking for timing and rhythm.
Just squeeze on the legs.
And Paul's group is struggling to get it right.
Watch the man in front, move with the man in front.
Balance the boat! This is where we see how far they've come on, because as soon as we go all 8, it tends to be a disaster.
How do you feel about it?
They're rolling up there like that.
Don't start pointing blame at people. Yeah.
Considering it's their first outing in an 8,
Nice bit of timing now. Stay with the rhythm.
Taff reckons they've done okay. Wobbly boats and all.
Best one yet, yeah. So far, yeah. Big improvement for everyone, that.
But as yet, they still don't understand the principles of moving the boat.
I'll kick that tire, see how far you can get it going. Ooh. Yeah. Now that actually is fairly good demonstration of what you guys do in the boat. All you got to do is get the body in the right position. And what you're trying to do is just lever the thing as far as it'll go.
Yes, that's heavyweight stuff, that.
And that, my friends, is all there is.
You're mad, right?
To it. Right?
They're not even novice rowers yet, but Chris, Luke and Taff have already got the rowing bug. As an ex-car salesman, Taff knows how to big them all up.
We all got different strengths. I'd say Chris is the strongest physically. I'd say I've got quite good stamina, really. Luke just looks good. Me, Luke and Chris have really gelled quite well. Out of everyone there, we're probably the closest group, I'd say. When it comes to the training, we all push each other on and make sure we all do the best we can.
I was on the hunt for another job. Wasn't having much luck, to be honest. I just saw this as an opportunity. Now I'm really starting to think that, rowing's the one for me.
I really want to get through to the final 8, yeah. Those who make the biggest sacrifices will probably go the furthest, I would imagine.
But all the sacrifices in the world won't be enough. To get a place in the boat, they must also master their skills on the water. Next morning, Taff learns a harsh lesson.
It was quite frightening, really, if I'm honest. I was in a 4, and the 4 capsized at the end of the dock, which wasn't very good experience, so we've all got absolutely drenched.
Taff escaped unhurt, but Ryan wasn't so lucky.
Show them your back, lad.
Oh, my combi. Went under and bit the straps off my feet to get me out, like. But I was drowning, I was proper drowning, like, and I was freezing. My body couldn't move my body at all, like. It was a horrible sting, I swear to God. Felt like I was going to die.
Mikey's the reluctant hero.
Don't start.
But only for a moment.
Ryan's feet got stuck in the boat, he was sinking. So I swam underneath, bit the laces off his shoes as he was stuck and dragged him out because I'm a hero and I deserve a badge, I deserve a medal and I want a pay rise.
Mikey's facing a possible prison sentence for assault, but he's determined to make a new start in life, and he hopes rowing will give him the chance.
I knew I'd get the hang of it after a while, but it seemed like it was in a boat full of rejects, but I was a reject myself because I didn't know what to do.
Mikey's mum died when he was 9, but his dad is behind him all the way.
It's good, and I'm pleased for him, and I'm really happy about him. You're a good kid. You've got an opportunity like this, you've got to go for it, because it's not going to happen again. And it wouldn't be nice if a load of, not scallywags, but just good, decent Liverpool kids, inner city kids, go down there and keep your arses off them Regatta boys.
Yesterday's capsize has knocked everyone's confidence, so Steve's planned a surprise day out.
All right, guys. Anybody got any idea where we're going?
We're going to another club.
We're going to a club of some sort. Some of those magazines you've got, some of those girls may be there. They're testing your stamina.
Rowing's all about working together efficiently as a team, and with their first indoor race looming, Steve wants to see how his team bonds.
Did the whole team have to be on the top, or just one person?
No, all 4 of you.
All 4 of you?
Yeah, it'll have to be 4 of them.
This challenge involves building a stack of milk crates as high as possible.
Okay, 3 minutes left, lads.
Time's ticking away.
It might look like fun, but this exercise has a purpose. A good crew relies on a strong leader to head up the boat, and Paul and Raph are on the lookout for candidates.
The last group that were off, they didn't really seem to have much direction, and Luke McMurray seems to be leading quite a lot in his group. And to be honest, you know, from a rowing point of view, he's sort of leading on that front as well.
Luke's not particularly tall, he's not especially strong, but he does seem to have the attitude.
I thought it was team bonding, but that's sort of...
Struggling already? Go on, Redgrave Sport!
Don't use my name.
So who got the most crates?
The 40 was Scott's team, so well done, well organised. And the yellow team were last.
They say if you fall off a bike, it's best to get straight back on. And Ryan takes his second dunking in his stride. For the second stage of training, Steve will take forward a squad of the 20 most promising athletes. Their performance at the National Indoor Rowing Championships this weekend will help Steve make up his mind.
We'll be watching you in all sorts of different areas, not just how you race today, but how you cope in a race situation. There will be some cuts done tomorrow, but there is always the opportunity to shine today and show that something special if you can, if you've got that little bit of special to show.
With just 2 to drop from the group, it's a tough decision.
Is there anybody that's standing out? What about Abraham? He's in the first group.
Over the last
couple of weeks he's been significantly better. And if he's going to be 5 minutes late, he's on the phone to me now.
I don't want to be sitting on the couch for the rest of my life. I need to get a job, move on. You know, I don't want to be on the dole and stuff like that.
Khalid.
2-3 weeks ago, he just suddenly realised he was in with a shout of getting through.
He's a different guy, isn't he? A totally different guy.
He's still got a little problem with his temper in the boat if it's not going particularly well, but it's certainly significantly less.
It's taken me down, it stopped me smoking, stopped me hanging around corners with all the boys from my eyes, stopped me from doing all stupid things.
Moving on to Peter.
Mr. Consistent. Just got this thing. I just think there's going to be a moment of enlightenment with Peter.
If I don't get picked after the 6-week period, I know for a fact I'll have been beaten by some cracking guys. I won't have any complaints really, but I really want to be in it because I enjoy this so much and I'm trying so hard.
It's not what they've done up to now, it's what they potentially can do.
If the coaches have doubts about individuals, they'll be confirmed today. It's the world's biggest indoor race, and any weaknesses will be ruthlessly exposed.